Hi everyone, my name is Liz Bachman. I own Wildflower Social Media, and today we're going to be talking about how to pick the right platform for your business to be on social media. Picking the right platform isn't just about deciding where to go. You need to consider your marketing goals and your strengths and the resources that you have to put towards each platform. For example, if you are not comfortable doing video content, then it doesn't really matter what industry you're in. TikTok's probably the wrong choice. One of the most common questions I get asked is, where is my audience? And that is perfectly fair. You see more of a younger audience on, say, TikTok, then you get a little bit older and you're in Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and you get a little bit older than that, and then you're looking primarily at Facebook and LinkedIn. But the reality is that there are so many people on these social media platforms that as long as your messaging is right, your audience is most likely to be there. What it really comes down to is knowing your specific audience and knowing how to speak to them. Also, it's important to know and understand your strengths, right? So if you are a visually facing brand, if you do something visual, like I was speaking to an interior designer earlier today, and primarily her content is the most important part of her content is going to be visual. So that really lends itself over to Instagram and to Pinterest more than it does to, say, Facebook or LinkedIn. Now, that's not to say she shouldn't have a presence on Facebook and LinkedIn, but if I had to decide where to best place her resources, if there was a limit on those resources, then I'm going to lean more towards Instagram and to Pinterest than Facebook and LinkedIn because of the visual nature of her content. It's also really important to align your platforms with your business goals. So if you're looking to make B2B sales, then LinkedIn is by far your best shot. Whether that is using a company page and a personal profile, which I recommend a combination of the two, but we can get into that at a different time. It's important that you are on LinkedIn because LinkedIn is a great networking platform for professionals. Whereas if you're more B2C focused, LinkedIn's probably not that much of a priority. Again, I am a huge fan of building up your personal professional brand. So maintaining a personal profile that is active and is helpful is always a good thing. But if I were to have to, again, pick where I would put people when you've got a B2C platform, B2C product, I'm probably going to lean towards towards Facebook, Instagram, maybe Pinterest, depending on, again, the type of thing that you're selling, product, service, and your overall marketing goals. One of the things that I hear all the time from business owners is, I need to be here and I need to be here and I need to be here and I need to be here on social media. And that's probably not realistic because although social media is free to use, it's not actually completely free. Social media either costs time or money. So you want to make sure that you're using your resources in a responsible way, that you are being strategic with where you choose to invest that time or that money. For example, if you are currently managing your own social media, how many hours a week are you putting into it? If it's performing really well, how many hours a week are you putting into it? How much do you pay yourself an hour? Social media isn't free, okay? And if you're doing it well, it's going to involve constant content creation and also strategy, analytics, and adjustment, which again takes even more time than just creating a graphic on Canva. It's also important to keep an eye on your strategy, what's working and what's not. If you've been trying something for 6, 9, 12 months and it's not working, it's probably time to go back to the drawing board and analyze what can you change, what can you not change. You should be doing that part actually a lot sooner than that, but also it may be time to look at using a different platform because maybe the content that you're creating is better served on a different type of platform. There are other social media or social media adjacent platforms that are also worth considering. So we do a lot of work in the trades, in the skilled trades. And although Instagram, Facebook, and even LinkedIn can be really beneficial for them, it's also important to think about platforms like Nextdoor and Alignable, where you can really foster a sense of community, but you can also get a lot of content around people recommending you and that sort of thing. Some of these newer, like Alignable is pretty new. So getting something that is new and hyper local for organizations that are location based, whereas that might not be as beneficial for, say, a business consultant. It could be, but it may be better for them to be on LinkedIn. So making sure that you're keeping track of what type of work you do, what are the criteria for somebody to become a client, and what does that buyer's journey look like, and then placing yourself on platforms accordingly. That social media does change. What's working right now may not work later, and what's not working right now can be adjusted as long as you stay within your brand guidelines, stay within your voice. Don't become something different on each platform, because that's going to be really inconsistent messaging. Most successful people that do marketing, that do social media marketing or marketing of any sort, are constantly learning and adapting. It's a part of the job. So at this point, I'm hoping that you have a better understanding of where your business needs to be on, which platforms it should be on social media, or at least you've got some takeaways to kind of look at your social media, where it is right now, and how you can maybe you're trying in the wrong spot, or maybe you're somewhere just because somebody told you that you should be there and it's not a good investment of your resources. So I'm hoping that you're able to get that type of value out of this. So if you found this video helpful and you would like to see more like it, I would love for you to hit the subscribe button. If you have any questions, go ahead and drop them in the comments. I am happy to answer them. And let me know what you would like to hear more about in the social media world. Thanks.